As a stroke specialist, I'm urging older men to pay close attention to what I'm about to say, because every morning, millions of men over 60 make the same mistake without realizing it's quietly putting their brain at risk. A stroke doesn't always come with a warning. One minute you're fine, the next your body won't move, your speech slurs, or worse, your memory slips away. As a neurologist, I've seen far too many seniors overlook simple daily habits that silently increase their risk of stroke. And the truth is, many strokes could be prevented by avoiding certain things we do every single day, especially in the morning. You might think your morning routine is healthy, but one overlooked habit could be damaging your brain and blood vessels without you even realizing it. The good news? A simple change in how you start your day can make a big difference. If you're over 60, the first 10 minutes after waking up could either protect your brain or quietly trigger the start of a stroke. In this video, I'll walk you through 7 morning habits you must avoid and what to do instead to keep your brain sharp, your memory strong, and your independence intact. Stay with me. This might be the most important health video you watch all year. Before we dive into mistake number 1, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss future insights that could protect your brain, your body, and your independence. All right, let's get into the first morning habit that quietly raises your stroke risk after 60. Mistake number 1, holding in urine too long after waking. This one might surprise you, but I need you to hear me out. Ignoring your body's first signal in the morning could quietly raise your risk of stroke. When you wake up and delay that trip to the bathroom, whether it's to check your phone, finish a dream, or just stay comfortable, your bladder keeps filling. When it's too full, your body sees it as a stressor. It releases cortisol and adrenaline, 2 hormones that raise your blood pressure fast. For men over 60, especially those with stiff or narrowed arteries, this sudden spike puts serious strain on your brain's delicate blood vessels. Worse yet, a full bladder can also trigger irregular heart rhythms, leading to clots and the kind of stroke that comes without warning. I've had patients say, "Doc, I just didn't feel like getting up yet." But by the time they did, their blood pressure was already elevated and their brain was under pressure. So here's what I tell every man over 60. When your body says go, don't ignore it. Skip the scrolling, skip the hesitation. Just get up and go. Start your day by listening to your body, not overriding it. That simple act, getting up and relieving yourself, can help keep your blood pressure stable and your brain safe. You may not think of your bathroom habits as brain protection, but after 60, every system in your body is connected. And sometimes protecting your future comes down to something as simple as respecting the urge to pee. Mistake number 2, jumping out of bed too quickly. Most men don't think twice about how they get out of bed, but after 60, that simple movement can quietly put your brain at risk. During sleep, your blood pressure drops and your circulation slows. Your brain and body are in a restorative state, but when you suddenly stand up without pausing or taking a breath, you shock your system. If your arteries are already narrowed, as is common with age, this jolt can briefly disrupt blood flow to the brain. This isn't just about feeling dizzy. It's about a momentary but dangerous lack of oxygen to the brain, something that can trigger a mini stroke or cause a serious fall. I've had men tell me, "Doc, I just stood up too fast and felt a little lightheaded." But what they brushed off was actually a warning from the brain. Slow down. As a stroke specialist, here's what I recommend. And before sitting up, pause, breathe slowly, and give your blood pressure a moment to stabilize. Then, sit up gently, wait another 30 seconds before standing, and only then should you rise. This takes less than 2 minutes, but those 2 minutes could mean the difference between a normal morning and a life-altering event. Your brain isn't ready to sprint the moment you open your eyes. Give it the time it needs, and it will reward you with clarity, balance, and strength. Don't go anywhere, because mistake number 3 might just be the one you've been making without even realizing it. And trust me, it's one that surprises most men, even the ones who think they're eating healthy. Let's take a look. Mistake number 3, skipping water first thing in the morning. This one seems harmless. You wake up, maybe check your phone, pour a cup of coffee, and forget all about water. But for a man over 60, that small oversight can have serious consequences. You've just gone 6, 7, maybe even 8 hours without a single sip of water. Meanwhile, your body continues losing fluids through breathing and sweating, and your brain, composed of 75% water, is now running low. When you wake up dehydrated, your blood thickens, your blood pressure rises, and your heart has to work harder to push oxygen to your brain. For older men, especially those taking medications like diuretics, this creates a perfect storm. It places added strain on already stiff arteries and significantly increases the risk of stroke, particularly during the fragile early hours of the day. Many of my patients used to say, "I'm just not thirsty in the morning," but thirst isn't the right signal. By the time you feel thirsty, your brain is already under stress. Here's what I recommend. Before anything else, coffee, tea, or breakfast, drink a full glass of room temperature water. It jumpstarts circulation, naturally thins your blood, and helps your brain receive the oxygen it needs to function clearly. This habit takes less than 30 seconds, but over time, It helps protect your memory, your balance, and even your mood. Think of that first glass of water as brain fuel. Don't start your engine without it. Mistake number 4, eating a high-sodium breakfast. You think you're starting the day right. A quick bowl of cereal, maybe a slice of toast, a bit of cheese or sausage on the side. But here's the truth most men over 60 never hear. Your breakfast might be quietly damaging the most delicate blood vessels in your brain. Many common breakfast foods are packed with hidden sodium, instant oatmeal packets, processed bread, cheese, sausages, even so-called healthy breakfast bars. And the issue is, morning is when your blood pressure naturally spikes. So if you're eating salty foods right when your pressure is already rising, you're multiplying the strain on your heart and brain. Over time, this added stress stiffens your arteries and causes microdamage. Tiny injuries inside your brain's blood vessels that gradually accumulate. Sometimes they lead to memory problems. Other times they lead to stroke. I've had patients say, "But doc, I don't add salt to anything." And they're shocked when I show them the nutrition labels. The salt is already there, hidden, packed into quick and convenient choices. Here's what I tell them. Choose low sodium, whole food options instead. Boiled eggs, fresh fruit, unsalted oatmeal, or whole grain toast with avocado are simple swaps that make a massive difference. Always read the label. Even foods labeled heart healthy can contain 300 to 500 milligrams of sodium per serving. Aim to keep your total breakfast sodium under 400 milligrams. Salt doesn't just affect your heart, it restricts blood flow to your brain. If you're serious about staying sharp, start with a smarter plate. Mistake number 5, drinking coffee on an empty stomach. For many men over 60, coffee isn't just a routine, it's a ritual. That warm cup in the morning can feel like the only thing that gets you going. But here's what most don't realize. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can quietly work against your brain and heart. Caffeine triggers a surge of adrenaline. Your heart beats faster, your blood vessels constrict, and your blood pressure rises fast. Now combine that with an empty stomach, dehydration, and your body's natural morning blood pressure spike. You've just created the perfect storm. I've had men tell me, "I felt jittery, a little off, but I figured I just needed more coffee." But what they were feeling wasn't fatigue, it was their brain under stress. And for those already managing high blood pressure or heart concerns, this added stress can bring you one step closer to a stroke or an abnormal heart rhythm without warning. Here's what I recommend. Start your day with a full glass of water, then eat a small balanced breakfast, something with protein or healthy fats. Only after that, enjoy your coffee and keep it to one moderate cup. Skip the flavored creamers, the heavy sugars, and the second or third refill. You're not fueling your brain, you're overloading it. Coffee isn't the villain, but the way you drink it, that's what makes the difference. Give your brain what it needs first, then sip smart. Now, if you think coffee on an empty stomach is risky, just wait until you hear what happens when you mishandle your morning medication. This next mistake is far more common than you'd expect, and the consequences can be immediate. Let's talk about it. Mistake number 6, skipping or misusing morning medication. Every day, millions of seniors forget their morning medications, or worse, take them incorrectly. And this one mistake can instantly raise your risk of stroke. Blood pressure medications, blood thinners, and cholesterol drugs are time-sensitive. Skipping a dose or taking it at the wrong time throws off your body's natural rhythm and increases stroke risk, especially during the early hours when blood pressure naturally rises. Some seniors accidentally take a double dose when they're unsure if they already took one. This can lead to dangerously low blood pressure or internal bleeding. Others take their pills with coffee or without enough water, which can reduce absorption and effectiveness. This is why routine matters. Set alarms, use pill organizers, never self-adjust your dosage, take medications with water, not coffee, and talk to your doctor or pharmacist if you're ever unsure. If you're feeling confused or overwhelmed about your medications, ask for help. There's no shame in double-checking, only safety in doing so. Stroke prevention doesn't always require major changes. Just doing the basics right can be life-saving. Morning is when your brain is most vulnerable. So if your medication is meant to protect your heart, your blood, or your pressure, treat it like a non-negotiable priority. Think of your pill as a daily shield. You wouldn't leave the house without locking the door. Don't let your brain leave unprotected either. Mistake number 7, ignoring morning dizziness or weakness. Feeling dizzy or weak in the morning is not something you should ignore. Many seniors brush it off, thinking it's just part of aging or a side effect of poor sleep. But in reality, it could be your brain's early warning sign, pointing to poor circulation, rising blood pressure, or even a mini stroke. Dizziness means your brain isn't getting the oxygen it needs. And if your arm feels weak, your speech is a little off, or your face feels strange, Even slightly, it's time to act fast. Every second counts. Seniors are more likely to experience what's known as a transient ischemic attack or mini stroke in the early morning hours. These episodes might last only a few minutes, but they're red flags for a major stroke on the horizon. If you ever wake up with unusual symptoms, don't wait to see if it goes away. Document the symptoms, call your doctor, and track the pattern. Using a health tracking app like the Senior Health Tracker can help you log these moments and catch dangers before they escalate. You don't have time to be casual with your brain. What you feel in the morning could be the clue that prevents something far worse later. Listen to your body's whispers before it starts screaming. Final message: your mornings shape your future. Now you know the 7 hidden morning mistakes that quietly raise stroke risk after 60. And here's the truth I need every man to hear. Stroke doesn't usually strike out of nowhere. It builds silently through small choices, small habits, repeated day after day. Most men only realize it when it's too late, when they wake up in a hospital bed, unable to move one side of their body, wondering how it all happened. But not you, because now you know what to watch for. You know how to protect your brain, one morning at a time. So tomorrow, don't jump out of bed, drink that glass of water, go to the bathroom, take your medications the right way, eat a smart breakfast, and above all, listen to your body. These aren't just habits, they're a daily commitment to your independence, to your sharp mind, to being here fully present for the people who need you most. If this video opened your eyes even just a little, share it with one other man over 60, because chances are, no one else has told him either. Comment below, type 1 if you've been making any of these mistakes, or type 0 if you're already taking action. Let's hold each other accountable. You don't need a miracle, you just need awareness and the courage to act on it.